Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Live on the LI Sports Network, Game 3 of 3 of the Varsity Division play-in round in the New York Islanders High School Hockey League. We're live at the Town of Oyster Bay Skating Center in Bethpage. It's the Massapequa Chiefs, the number 8 seed from the Varsity Conference 1, taking on the number 1 seed from the Varsity Conference 2, the Manhasset Indians. Manhasset 15-0-1 in the regular season. Only blemish on their record, one tie that came back in December. My name's Travis Quigley, taking you through the call tonight. Joining me, Coach Pat Braglia from the Belmore Merrick Bulldogs. He's been with us all night long. Coach, thank you so much for sticking it with us for all 3 games. We've had 2 really exciting matchups, and I'm sure this third one will bring some fireworks as well.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me. I'm having a great time. It's definitely a different perspective watching the game from here with you, and you know, having to provide some color here. But I got to say, you do a great job all the time, and so you're making my job easy.
Appreciate it. Of course, we love having you up here. We love being able to have that coach's perspective, to provide that analysis, provide a bit of a different look for our fans at home, and of course, help bring some hockey knowledge to the broadcast as well.
I appreciate it.
You know, I know when we first met last year, it was actually hilarious because I had introduced myself to you, and I remember the first thing you said to me, Quigley. Mike Quigley? Mike Quigley's son? I said, yeah. And
that's right.
it's the funniest story. It went on for about 20 minutes. You grew up with my father and his brothers in Bethpage.
Yes, absolutely.
Playing hockey there.
Yeah, I played with Keith for quite a number of years. He was a Bethpage guy, I was a Belmore guy, but we became friends through club hockey, Town of Hempstead Rockets. I don't know how many people out there that are watching would remember the Town of Hempstead Rockets, but we had a great time over there, and then Keith and I went over to play at Nassau County and finish out our midget years. Just a good dude, quiet guy.
Oh, yeah.
Quiet guy, hit, shoot, could score. He's a good defender, good teammate to have. That's for sure. He always had my back. I can say that.
Oh yeah, and that's the best part about this is the Long Island hockey community. Such a tight-knit family, you know. And you always, no matter what rink you're at, you run into somebody who knows somebody, and next thing you know, you're getting into a 20, 30-minute conversation about your mutuals.
Yeah, absolutely.
The game has begun. Manhasset and Massapequa, this third game of the play-in round. Who's booking their ticket to the quarterfinal? First shot on goal gets blocked. The second one through and covered up by Patrick Murphy. It's Murphy in the cage for Massapequa. For Manhasset, they're going with Will Sylvia. Manhasset only gave up 20 goals all season. That's 20 in 16 games. That's a number that is not really heard of. They had 3 shutouts in their last 4 games of the season.
Only one team gave up less this year, I think.
That is correct. Just one team.
Just one
Wonder
team.
who it could be.
I'll tell you, look down there, you look at their goalkeeper. He's a freshman, and he's a monster.
Good size.
He's a big boy. He really is. I got a chance to meet him at the All-Star game, deservedly so. Nice kid, quiet, but he's a big boy. I stand next to him, you know, obviously with my tall stature. But, yeah, he towers over me.
And like you said, to think that Will is only just a freshman and has 3 more seasons of varsity hockey waiting for him. Can only imagine what the future might look like for the Indians. It's Insana dragging in, put it over the nets. Trying to test Sylvia early.
Insana could score. He can score. If he gets going, he can help Massapequa here.
Insana, one of the top guys for the Chiefs. He also was at the All-Star game. Sent down, icing called on Manhasset. Got to watch out for Insana. Michael Snow put up some good numbers this season as well. And as well as Anthony Gagliano for Massapequa for Manhasset. Some of their top scorers, NYIHSHL, who's lining up to take the face-off right now. Number 66 in white, Ari Sawitz, also had a very successful regular season. And Chris Oramakos also sitting towards the top of the scorers for Manhasset. As they get the puck forward. But I'll tell you this right now, Manhasset known more for their defense and the 2 brick walls that are on their team. Will Sylvia and Dylan Ruz, those two tops of the goalie leaders. NYIHSHL outside, kicks off the back wall.
Manhasset is not too shabby, on the offensive side. They just have depth, and the depth allows them to spread the wealth. They're not relying on one or two guys to pump in, 13. There's right there.
And we get the opening goal just a minute and 41 in. It's another guy to watch out for. Danny Perlman had 7 in the regular season. He gets his first of the playoffs early in this game.
There you go. Guy with 7 goals throughout in the regular season. You think by the stats, he's not someone to look out for, but they're deep. So you got to look out for everybody. They're going to come. They're going to come hard. They're smart. They're well coached. Manhasset is a solid team. They're undefeated for a reason.
Certainly. Like you said, they went 15-0-1 for a reason. They have depth. They're good defensively. They can put the puck in the net. 2 phenomenal goaltenders, and like you said, depth scoring. Danny Perlman right there, chipping in early. I've been able to actually call a lot more Manhasset games over the last couple of weeks, and Danny Perlman's been a player that stood out to me because kind of like some players we've talked about in the first 2 games. He's got a motor. He's always going. He's always moving, trying to get himself in the right spots. Bigger body, so he's not afraid to throw that frame around. And gets in the right areas, makes things happen, and makes his line mates ultimately better because of it.
And play like that's infectious, right? Like you get a guy who plays that way, everybody else wants to jump on that bandwagon. The coach is always down there patting that guy on the back. And what does everybody want? Everybody wants that pat on the back,
Turnover and a backhander denied by Sylvia. Good job by Michael Snow getting in on the forecheck quickly. And he might go back to the bench and get that pat on the back like you were just talking about, because that was a great shift from him right there.
Yeah, I know Mikey since he's about, 8 years old. I had the pleasure of coaching with him. I do some training with him in the off season. He's a great kid. He wants to be good. He works hard. Solid kid.
And we keep talking about, but the best kind of guys to have on your team, always the ones that are the most coachable, and always the ones that are with the biggest smiles on their face at the rink having fun.
Absolutely.
It's flipped in, given chase. Ryan Craneman, he took a check in the corner. It's Insana, who got it at his own blue, drives ahead. Just poked away from him. Squirts back to Ren Hooter. Hooter hinges it. Out to the right side, dumped in. Oguric gloved it down. Skirba for D'Orlando. D'Orlando takes a check from Hooter, got the red and dumped it in. Malios around the wall. Tumbekis takes a check. Still got it ahead. It's the captain, Hooter. Just elected for the high flip. And 4 out of 5 change for Manhasset. That comes down, icing on the Indians.
I know they're down a goal, but I do like Massapequa's tactic here, just trying to be physical, try and, come with that physical presence, maybe slow these guys down, make them turn pucks over because they're feeling pressure. Ultimately that's what they're going to need to do against a team like this for sure.
Getting in on the forecheck, traffic in front, as many shots as you can throw on Will Sylvia to test him. As it's been proven throughout the regular season, it's not easy to put pucks behind him. Back to Reisdorf. His shot off a stick hits the top of the glass. Manhasset out of the corner. To the point, a slap shot wide off the stick of Matthew Kim. Reisdorf will pinch to hold the zone. Through the middle, intercepted. Massapequa get the puck out, Squires. Goes cross ice. Skirba shoots it, sticked away. Reisdorf meets the puck in the corner. Niski wide. And Massapequa look to get on the forecheck. Squires cycles in. Vino is trying to cut him off. It was unsuccessful. And Soromakos continues moving in. Soromakos off the half wall to the front. Perlman gets a piece of it. It's Perlman up top. Walking, shot blocked once again. Chiefs doing a good job sacrificing the body early. Iovino felt the pressure coming from behind, dumps it in, goes for a change. New line out there for Massapequa, and it's turned over. Gagliano trying to drive in before it got forced away. NYIHSHL diving and trying to get it out. It's Gagliano with the shot, rebound there. Swiping it out of trouble, Theo Baltic. Now a one-on-one chance. It's Grebin. He'll shoot it, blocked, stays with it. Another save, Murphy.
Good job by Murphy there. Big back check, putting the pressure on Manhasset, forcing that guy probably to take a shot he really didn't want to take.
Like you said, Murphy popped out, challenged, got it with the right pad. I obviously wasn't a goalie, but that's the number one thing I look for in goalies because I was a forward and I like to score goals. If that goalie's not pushing out to the top of the blue paint, you're giving me a lot better chance to put it in the back of the net. And that's what I liked from Murphy there. He pushed out and took away that angle. A cycle play for Jake Sylvia. To the point, wrister off a body.
There you go.
Numbers for the Chiefs if they can hurry. End of the shifts though, so DiDomenica had to dump it in.
You saw a big back check by Manhasset there. So both teams committing to do the things the right way. Those are the things that it's going to take to win. Got two teams that are making those smart decisions, playing structured, doing the little things, paying attention to detail.
We've said it all night, 50-50 battles, neutral zone. That's where these playoff games get won as Callum Murray dumps it in. Murray getting on the forecheck hard, chasing down Livingston. Off the bench, there to help, Craneman. Back for Murray, out front. Nobody home. Was looking for Tumbekis, who was driving. Kept in by Hooter, he shoots. Hits Murray in front, couldn't find it. Played off the wall, and out. Hooter stops between the red and the blue, spins, and moves it D to D. Slid over, fired in by Craneman. Squires to his partner. Niski for Iovino, and Iovino drives it out, but just couldn't maintain the possession of it. Fired in by Adelman. Squires trying to knock a puck down. Takes a check, and Manhasset back the other way. Hooter does a good job separating man from puck.
This is my first real look at Manhasset. Obviously, them being in the other conference, and they play a lot of their games up in Great Neck, so I don't really get a chance to see them play. I can see why they're undefeated right now. Heavy on pucks, they move quick, they forecheck well.
And they play a style that's just so hard to match up against.
Playing in five-man units can make it tough on any opponent.
Absolutely. Like you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, they're very well coached, they're very well structured, and we talked about it off air as well. This is a team where these guys have known each other and have played together almost their entire lives.
Yeah, a lot of edge guys.
So having that built-in chemistry certainly helps. And again, shows why they went 15-0-1 in the regular season. They draw an icing there. They'll get an offensive zone draw now with a 1-goal lead, 6:45 left in the first period. That opening goal, 1:40 in from Danny Perlman. Only marker here in this game. Massapequa definitely going to look to generate some more chances and try to challenge Will Sylvia. Not just one of the best goalies in the varsity conference too, one of the best goalies in the varsity conference in general. As Kim races back for the rolling puck. Had some help from Reisdorf, who angled DiOrlando out of the way. Nice play by O'Gurick, holding his own blue. Now it comes across to O'Gurick. Skating into it. Lost it in his feet, tried to spin it to Gagliano. It was intercepted. Played across the ice. Taking a shot while going down. It was Ioannidis. He'll head off for a change as Gagliano around the net, up the ice. He has some speed, looking to cut middle. Had it knocked away from him by Soromakos. It's Gavin Reisdorf, the assistant captain. He'll spin a few times, looks to get open and make a pass. Came off a shin pad. Manhasset continue to possess. That got blocked, now dumped in by NYIHSHL.
Yeah, we talk a lot about the motor and some of the details and things like that. You watch a kid like Gavin Reisdorf, and I see him play. The kid's a machine. Never stops.
He is
always
going.
It's 100 miles an hour all the time.
And my younger brother played with Gavin's older brother back in the day at the Long Island Royals, and his older brother Logan was the same way. Motor, just always going, always going.
Yeah, kid's a machine.
And Gavin, very similar. A lot of speed, and he's not afraid to join the rush.
No.
Not afraid to play physical as well. Willing to do the dirty things, the little things in his own end to prevent goals from going in. Again, another one of those guys that every team wants one of those kinds of players.
Yep. He's a culture guy.
Absolutely. It's back with Theo Baltic, who's got 4:10 left in the first period. And Manhasset lead 1-0. Baltic back from where he came from now with plenty of space. Carries down the left-hand side, trying to protect the puck, but Michael Snow takes it from him. Baltic came down trying to play the body. It's Iovino being pressured hard by Murray. Sylvia was trying to put it at the net, taken away by Skirba, but Sylvia tracking back hard with a stick lift. Puck comes back into the zone for Manhasset, and Murphy puts the rebound into the corner. Out front again, Murray scores! 2-0 for Manhasset.
It's a big goal off a turnover in the neutral zone. Massapequa was looking for a penalty in the neutral zone. I honestly think he may have a case there on that turnover.
Yeah, you can see Coach Bobko and Coach Giardino having a quick conversation with the officials, wondering why that wasn't called. Of course, I'm sure they're a little bit more fired up about it because it resulted in a goal against them, as Murray was wide open in the slot there and made no mistake on his wrister, put it right over the glove of Murphy.
No, great shot.
Insana dumps it in, and this is what Massapequa has to do. They got to get pucks behind the D and get hard on the forecheck, but Manhasset quickly out of the zone. It's Insana trying to put it back in, gloved by Malios. Alex Malios trying to break it out through the middle of the ice. Came back to him, went for a high flip, played by a high stick. Right through the middle of the sheet. Ryder Adelman, a shot sticked away. Craneman for Adelman. 2-on-2 behind, it comes up top. Malios to the front, a shot, no, fanned on it, and then went wide. Good chance for Craneman. Just could not settle that puck to get a clean shot. Flip down the ice. Icing the call, 2:09 left here in the opening period. 2-0 for Manhasset.
Manhasset's just coming and coming. Their counterattack is fantastic. They get a puck in the neutral zone, it's going D to D, and it's getting right up. And those passes are quick, swift, and if they don't have a play, they're chipping it in, and they're just hounding the defenseman from Massapequa.
Perlman shoots and scores! 3-0 now for Manhasset. Right off the draw, Didn't have to change the angle much at all. No stick handle, just a shot to the net. That beats Murphy. And now it's 3 for Manhasset.
Say, don't dust it. You don't need to have too many touches. Get it on your stick. Get it into that shooting area off your blade and get it to the net. And sometimes it's those quick ones that are tricky ones.
And it was Jason Ioannidis who put that one in. Reisdorf breaks it out right through the middle, outside to Sawitz. Ari Sawitz to the net, hits the outside. Kim keeps it at the blue. His shot's blocked. Scooped up by Ioannidis. Takes it in behind. Puck protecting, now cycles. Soramakos lost it. Carried by Billy Skirba.
It's a good play by Billy there.
And
getting himself out of the zone. Broke it out himself there.
Patience and poise. Soramakos slides it through for himself and keeps driving north. Now has numbers, a backdoor try. Puck didn't hit the tape of Grebin. But Soramakos, nice move out of the corner. The shot, they score! Make it 4 for Manhasset with just 1 minute left in the first. Ari Sawitz puts that one top corner. Coach, just a phenomenal, could not have asked for a better first period here for Manhasset.
No, look, they want to make sure that they're showing everybody that, they're undefeated for a reason. And right now they're showing it. And they're coming hard, they're coming fast, their transitions are fantastic. They're physical.
Pass ahead, Gagliano trying to get a chance, but just hounded by Baltic and NYIHSHL. Insana shoots, puck goes out of play.
Well, I'm sure during the break, Coach Bobko is going to try and settle his guys down, try to get him back on track, try to get him back to what was going well for them in that first period where they were physical, they were getting back hard. It's those little things that are going to make the difference and get you back into the game.
Manhasset win the draw, looking to send it long. Does come out of the zone. Livingston stops it. Dumped in by D'Orlando, 30 seconds left in the opening period. D'Orlando down and around on the cycle play. Insana meets it. High flip, stopped by Insana. He'll put it back into the corner. NYIHSHL there. Gagliano intercepts, centering pass. Perlman takes it. Blows a tire while trying to clear. Another pass into the slot by Insana. 2 seconds and 1. And the first period comes to a close. Manhasset with a 4-0 lead over Massapequa. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be back in just a minute with the second period here on the LI Sports Network. Back on the LI Sports Network for the second period. Travis Quigley here with Coach Pat Bragley. It's 4-0 for Manhasset. And, Coach, we were just talking about it. Manhasset's just doing a phenomenal job playing a team game.
That's what they've shown. They've shown their depth, which is what we talked about. They have some phenomenal players, but they play a team game. So, in the stat sheet, you pull them up, it doesn't look like they're bringing any superstars, but they're playing the game, 5-man units.
They don't have anybody in the top 10 for goals, assists, or points. But they have the league leaders in save percentage and goals against average, 1 and 2.
Well, defense wins.
Defense.
Especially at this time of the year.
Especially here in playoffs. Everything on the line, and it's been a great start for Manhasset. Massapequa looking for a response early, and it's Jaden Iovino who's trying to get it going by chipping the puck in deep. Mohringer in on the forecheck, joined by Squires, but Manhasset, another breakout for them. Sawitz ahead, and he gets it back. Great return feed. Sawitz to his backhand, onto the forehand. Murphy makes the save.
It's that quick transition again. That's what turns into that opportunity.
Wasn't the cleanest of breakouts, but once they got to the neutral zone.
Yeah, just a little chip. Just a smart play, protect the puck, body between you and the player, and just a quick little chip into the neutral zone to a guy that's screaming up the middle of the ice with speed. Caught their defenseman a little flat-footed, and he was able to get in there.
Reisdorf will stop it up in front of the penalty box. Looks to dump it in. Gagliano knocked it down, goes across the sheet. Sent right on goal. Sylvia gloves it and says, you know what, let's keep the clock moving. Played back out front. Chance for Massapequa. No second opportunity. Puck gets cleared, icing the call.
Ari Sort's a good player. He's got some speed. He's got good hands. I've had the opportunity to see him over the years. I've been at, a couple of the organizations I've been at. He's over at the Long Beach Lightning now on their 16U team. That team's having a phenomenal season. They're going to the state tournament for New York State. They're one of the top teams in the country, and it's guys like him that are helping them get there, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's, like you said, depth. And Ari's one of the go-to guys here for Manhasset. Had a very good regular season. He put up 14 points, 9 goals for him. He's got a goal here tonight. And one of those players that's seemingly always making something happen. Draw right of Sylvia. Shot blocked, second try, poked at. Sylvia shuts the door once again. Murphy gonna come out to play it. Intercepted, but penalty got called on Manhasset. Looks like Matthew Kim's going to the box. High sticking the call. Great opportunity for Massapequa early on in this second period with the first power play of the game.
Yeah, important chance for them. Maybe they get themselves on the scoreboard and start to shift the momentum of this game here.
And I don't want to leave you guys at home hanging. Shots in that first period, 12 for Manhasset, 5 for Massapequa. The power play begins, and it's Manhasset right out with it. Sylvia, shorthanded, trying to dangle around Livingston. Puck pops into the corner. Dished to Skirba. Skirba to Livingston, return feed, jumped by Baltic, dumped down the ice. Insana sauces one for D'Orlando, being pressured by Druzis. A good feed to Insana, but a poke check, had it knocked away. Manhasset right back down, shorthanded. Druzis, little chip and chase for himself. It's tied up after the check from D'Orlando. Puck comes right back to him. And now he's just looking to eat it, kill some time. A minute left on the penalty to Kim. D'Orlando shoots it, put it over the head of Sylvia.
could see the speed of Manhasset. You know, they're really going at him on this kill, really putting pressure, forcing Massapequa to move the puck quickly and not giving them a chance to set up, get their breakout set.
And what I've realized through my time in hockey is when you're on the power play, you always expect that things are going to go your way. You always expect that you can play it at your pace and you can snap the puck around and get the wide open, nice shot. But when penalty kills are aggressive like that, it makes you think 10 times faster.
Absolutely.
And then you're sitting there and you're like, oh my gosh, this guy's coming at me 100 miles an hour. What do I do? What do I do? And next thing you know, puck's going the other way.
Absolutely. It definitely, that pressure, anytime there's pressure, 5-on-5, special teams, pressure could kill you. And it's how you handle the pressure. So they're going to keep pressuring until Massapequa, you know, shows them that they're handling the pressure, and then they're going to have to back off. You know, that's when you tell your guys, hey, listen, we're going to back it off here. But
yeah, and that's, like you said, that's when those little adjustments take place, is a shorthanded breakaway for Manhasset. In making the move, but losing the handle was Dylan Grebin. Icing on Massapequa, and Coach, we were just saying it. Grebin just flies the zone there, does a great job sneaking behind the Chiefs' defense.
it was a smart play by him. He's reading the situation. He's, you know, you'd like to think Coach is giving him the time and the penalty and when the time is going to be up, and that gives him a little, you know, the idea of, hey, listen, maybe I could spring it here. We're getting a guy coming out of the box.
Just one back to Hooter. No lane to the net, so just a soft chip. NYIHSHL on the hash. Perlman on his horse, chasing the puck down. Gets tied up, battles with Zlatniski. Now it comes up top. Malio, shot blocked.
It's a big block there.
Chiefs not afraid to sacrifice the body. Sylvia was unable to stop that one behind the net. D to D and a collision, just bumping them there, Squires. And our backside official with the arm up calls a cross-checking penalty. Looks like it's on Jaden Iovino. Manhasset kill off the penalty. Now we'll have a power play opportunity of their own. Up by 4 here in the second period.
See what they do off the draw here. They run a set play if they win it clean.
Gets tied up at the dot before coming back to the corner. Skirba, slap shot.
It's a good
does clear. Reisdorf trying to find the puck. Dug out by Ioannidis. He'll start the break. Ioannidis driving in. Had it poked away from him. That's played around the wall to Insana. Reisdorf pinches. Walks to the high slot. Reisdorf leaves it for Ioannidis, and a stick save by Murphy.
It's good clear by Massapequa. Take some time off the clock and force Manhasset to reset.
Reisdorf fan on the pass, but it still comes ahead to Soromakos. Soromakos patiently weaving through the offensive zone before leaving it to Reisdorf. Gets it back. He'll walk the goal line. Stuffed shot saved. It's underneath Murphy. Got stuck up in his pad there.
Went for a little stuff play there.
48 seconds left on the penalty to Iovino.
Clean win.
Manhasset rolling into that umbrella. from the point. Breadbasket save from Murphy.
Chiefs do a good job clearing the lane, letting the goalkeeper see the puck. It's important.
Draw one. Played back, jumped by D'Orlando, but Hooter hustles to recover.
It's a good play off that face-off to read it. Jump right in that lane.
Hooter trying to make a move, lost the handle of the puck. 9 minutes left in period 2. Hooter pokes it in. He'll leave it. Craneman shoots. Denied. Back with Craneman, who gets his own rebound. Played out of the zone. Iovino returns. Even strength once more.
It's probably the heaviest hitting game of the night of the 3 so far. A lot of bodies flying in this one.
Definitely. Backdoor try. Murphy getting over. Big save there.
One of the few scrums we've seen tonight.
Big stop from Murphy right there. See if that brings some momentum for Massapequa. I noticed right here that his teammate Jack Pineda, the other netminder for the Chiefs, was banging on that glass pretty hard with his blocker. He was fired up that Murphy made that save.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a period here so far. And about halfway through, he's done a real good job. He's definitely been tested, and he's come up big.
Indians couldn't get it out front. Comes all the way back to Baltic. Forced behind by Insana before reversing the puck. That's chipped off the wall and slid to Baltic. Baltic dumps it in. Livingston takes a check, and a penalty immediately called on Manhasset. Druzis is going to the box.
Those are the tough ones there, Travis. Those are the ones, a few feet from the boards, back turn. Fortunately, Massapequa's player is okay.
And 2 minutes for roughing the call. Going on Druzis. Massapequa with a power play once again here in this period. Looking to get a few more shots on goal than the first time around. Only managed 1 or 2. As we talked about, that aggressiveness from Manhasset didn't really give the Chiefs time to set up. That shot's blocked by Murray.
Massapequa gets a chance to set up. That's based off that clean win. It's how important those faceoffs are.
Skirba to the net, deflected just wide. Good hand eye from Gagliano. Go to the point. Swung back down low by O'Gurick. Squires meets it. Wraparound try, saved by Sylvia. O'Gurick pinches, holds the zone, comes around to Insana. Up top, Skirba with the fake, moves it low. Insana on the cycle once more. Skirba to the slot. Kept in. Point play, blocked. Second try. Insana takes the shot, punched away by Sylvia. Gagliano from the point. That hits a body. Still tied up. Drops from Baltic's equipment. Play continues. Point for O'Gurick. Another one blocked by the Indians. Gagliano holds the zone.
This has been a great power play by Massapequa.
O'Gurick blocked again. Skirba, slap shot, kick save, Sylvia. Back for Skirba, hops his twig, and out to the red line. Murray immediately pressuring, he wants to get off for a change. PK unit's been out for the entirety of the penalty to Druzis. Now we get a whistle as puck went up, hit the netting.
I really like that power play from Massapequa. There's a good puck movement, a lot of pucks to the net, and pretty much everything but finding its way into the net there, you know. But it's the stuff that makes you feel good a little bit. You know, you don't want to get down that you didn't score maybe. We still have 10 seconds here, but you want to try and build off that possession. And they're going to go back on the power play.
A very brief 5-on-3 and then another long 5-on-4. As we talk about it, Coach, you work hard, usually good things happen for you. Massapequa was working hard on that power play, continuing to work hard even though they knew that it was set to expire, and they draw another penalty.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a hard work. That's a hard work penalty they drew right there. That's the ones you want. And when you see your players playing that way, that's a good sign.
Manhasset win it. Reisdorf sends it 200 feet, so Druzis returns 5-on-4 once again for Massapequa. Still looking for their first of the night. 5:45 to go, second period. Iavino walks it in. Slides to Livingston. Down low, out of the corner to Orlando. For Insana, the shot gloved by Sylvia.
Massapequa's going to want to put a little more traffic in front of Sylvia. He's a big boy. He doesn't have to, you know, see over people. He sees over everything. Even when he's down in his stance, he has the ability to see over people and around. You know, so the only way he's gonna fumble pucks is if you take his eyes away.
I was gonna say, even when he drops down into that RVH, he still has great vision of everything going on.
He stands so tall in there.
Pequa setting things up. Gagliano out of the corner for Skirba. Insana behind the net looking for Squires. Gagliano meets it. Kind of flying around the zone right now is a rover. He takes a shot. Went off a stick, and Silvio will glove it.
Massapequa doing a good job possessing the puck, snapping it around, and then getting the puck to the net. I think they'd like to see a little more traffic. Maybe that'll create a rebound. Maybe they pop one home here, but it's another good power play so far, about a minute in.
The last 3-4 minutes have been very, very good for Massapequa.
Yeah, absolutely.
That shift just before drawing that first penalty, they started to get things going a little bit. They had a great power play, now have another good power play chance, but Ioannidis gets to the puck first before Skirba, and now he'll possess shorthanded before cycling it low. Now it's taken. Soramakos rags it all the way back to Malios. And a quick slap shot in. Went off the body of Murphy. Soramakos steals it, finds Hooter over the cage. Soramakos makes a move to the outside, curls back to Malios, across for Hooter. He'll one-hand it in, 10 seconds left on the penalty.
Excellent job killing that last minute off by Manhasset.
Brought in by Gagliano. It's 5-on-5. Once again, Manhasset get out of it scot-free. Some pushing and shoving and conversating between Gagliano and Ioannidis. Penalty was called. Holding on Manhasset. Massapequa back on the power play once again.
It's 3 straight power plays. It's not something that Manhasset wants to do. Certainly don't want to take 3 penalties in a row. It's 6 minutes down. You know, fortunately they've been able to keep the score at 0, but
continues to build the confidence from Massapequa.
More and more.
The more success that they get, especially like you said, they snapping the puck around pretty well the last few power plays. They're getting good shots off. It's just about more traffic at this point.
Yeah. And it's about this face-off here. I mean, they win the face-off, they can slow Manhasset down. Once they start slowing Manhasset down, that's when they're able to move the puck. They're able to get some good things happening for them. It comes down to these face-off wins. Because you see, once the puck gets down the ice, Manhasset's coming.
Very aggressive penalty kill as Iovino gets it knocked off his stick at the blue, and Perlman, like you just said, he's coming, hunting that puck down. Just hounding Iovino, and he takes it away. Centering feed, stopped up by D'Orlando. Massapequa looked to go the other way. Iovino will cut to the middle. Back pressure from Perlman, sees the puck go to Baltic. Tries to fire it hard around. Zlatniski gets there to keep it in. Baltic with time and space. A 200-foot flip. Zlatniski drives NYIHSHL into the wall. NYIHSHL just trying to kill more time. Minute left on the Soromakos penalty. Puck is dug out. Zlatniski trying to take it, grab in there, swipes at it, brought in Iovino. Pass over, backhand try, D'Orlando, kept out by Sylvia.
See Manhasset going with that high flip and then trying to get into a foot race. Trying to utilize that speed to get through the Massapequa defense when they're killing a penalty. We've done that a few times here, and it seems to be working for him.
Forcing the Chiefs to play that long game. Trying to spread the ice as much as they can.
It's a good face-off win. It gives them a chance to get set.
Skurba looking to walk middle. Reisdorf on the stick check. It's Livingston. Moves it for Insana. Over to Gagliano. He'll curl. Back for Insana. Soromakos free in 15. Insana out front off the stick of Sylvia. Backhand nice shot. Saved again by Sylvia.
It's a nice setup by Massapequa.
Great job trying to capitalize off the rush. Soromakos out of the box, 5-on-5. What a move. Iovino, what a save by Sylvia.
That was a great move, great save, good sequence. Here we go, 2-on-1.
One stopped up by Murphy. We said just a beautiful sequence right there.
Yeah.
Great mitts on display from Insana, nice move, and Sylvia once again makes another big save. And it's still just such a surprise that he's a freshman. He's so poised. He's so confident and composed in the paint. Don't find that often with the younger goalies. Sometimes it takes them some time to find their confidence, and it seems he's found it really early.
Yeah, listen, a lot of times, especially playing this varsity division, you know, you're a 14, 15-year-old kid in the goal playing against 17, 18-year-old guys who, you know, they're built like men.
Yep.
Some of these guys are playing high-level Tier 1 hockey. It could be intimidating to them. He doesn't seem intimidated.
Very, very confident when manning the crease. 1:11 left here in second period. It's a 4-0 game. All 4 goals for Manhasset came back in period 1.
The penalties have hurt them this period, kind of took their flow away from them. Massapequa seems to have gotten a little bit of mojo into their game, so it's been a good period.
For Massapequa, it's really just getting that first one past Sylvia to try to establish, A, the confidence that you can beat them, and B, just one on the board for yourself to try to swing that momentum your way as they're going to have another power play chance.
It's 4 for the period.
Billy Skurba driving his feet, draws a penalty. Adelman to the box, 2 for tripping.
See if Massapequa can get one here before the end of the period. They got about a minute to go. They could win this draw and they can set up. They've had some good looks, some good chances. They just need a little bit of traffic.
This is the 5th penalty that Manhasset's taken here in this second period.
Wow, 5. Good.
They clear it, and Sylvia is going to be first to it. Manhasset's clearly done a great job on the penalty kill. Massapequa has found a bit more success and want that first goal before the end of this period. Got just 25 seconds left. A bouncing puck. Ren Hooter is there first. He fires it all the way.
Yeah, it hurts your team too when you take these kinds of penalties because you have your penalty killers and then you got guys sitting on the bench that don't maybe play in that special team area of the game and they're getting cold and they're not involved in the game. It takes away the flow of the game and it's not something you want to do. And on the flip side, Massapequa's getting their, typically their better guys on the ice more, and that's what they want.
I think that's what has helped lead to them drawing as many penalties as they did that period. When we return for the third, they'll have a 1:05 power play, down 4-0, Manhasset up on top. We'll take a quick break. We'll return in just a minute here on the LI Sports Network. Coming back for the third, Travis Quigley here with Coach Pat Braglia. 4-0 Manhasset over Massapequa, and the Chiefs will start things off on the power play. Great start for the Indians as they win the draw and fire it in. Sylvia trying to stuff one. Coach, we were just talking about it. Massapequa got to find a way to capitalize here on this power play and build some momentum for this third period.
It's like we talked about in the first game. It's that one at a time mentality. You got to find one.
One shot, one shift at a time. Definitely can't be forcing things, but you're going to want to take chances as this clock continues to tick. Nice save from Sylvia on the short angle shot. Shots in the second period, Massapequa owned that one. They had 14, Manhasset just 8. So for 2 period shot totals, it's Manhasset with 20 and Massapequa with 19.
Man, Massapequa controlled a lot of that period. A lot of obviously had to do with the penalties that Manhasset took. Gave them an opportunity to to play in the offensive zone.
They're looking to do the same here in this third. Manhasset obviously want to stay out of the penalty box. Adelman gets set to return in 10. Livingston will pick it up. And that's going to do it for the rest of the power play chance. Manhasset stay perfect on the kill tonight. Insana driving around with speed. Looking out front, came off a stick. So Gurick through the middle, runs into Reisdorf. Insana will scoop the puck out front. Came off Sylvia. Gagliano to the net, off a body. Skurba up top. Zlatniski trying to send it in and steps up. Big collision thrown. Chance for the Chiefs. Insana, shot blocked. Second try, Sylvia. Incredible save.
Big hit at the blue line, forces a turnover. Massapequa turns it back, but Sylvia's there again.
Just a brick wall tonight. Stopping Insana, who's had plenty of chances here throughout this game. That probably was his best one of the evening.
He was someone we talked about early on, so he has the opportunity to score. He's got good hands. He's good shot. He can score. Sure, he'd like to have that chance back.
Certainly. As Manhasset continue just driving their feet. It's not just one player on this team. It seems like everybody has a nonstop motor as NYIHSHL put a wrister bar up and out of play.
Yeah, 5-on-5, they got a lot of motors on this team.
And I was just reminded of that because it's the first time we've seen them 5-on-5 in a couple minutes here.
It's been a while, that's for sure.
But like you said, they just have absolute motors there, and they're not a run and gun team. They're very structured, they're very sound in how they play. They stick to their game plan, but they're always moving, they're always working hard, which makes life for their opponent that much more difficult. Penalty being called, and once again, it's going on Manhasset. Perlman going to take a seat, 2 for interference. Another power play here for the Chiefs.
Like we said, it's taken a lot of Manhasset guys out of the game by having to run your special teams. I mean, now we're up to almost 12 of the last 14 to 16 minutes of this game here, so it makes it tough. It's also taxing on those guys, stopping and starting constantly. You get tired doing those things.
And like you mentioned, you typically, at this stage of hockey level career, you have units. You got your penalty killing units, you got your power play units, and keep running your penalty killing units out there. They've got to be starting to get exhausted.
Yeah, 100%.
Puck dumped in, Gagliano chasing it down with Kim. A stick lift, moves it to Skurba. Skurba just wide. A lot of traffic, don't think Sylvia saw it. That's a bouncing puck. In behind the net with Insana. For Skurba, a one-timer. Pops up on top of the net. I want to say that's just unlucky there for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's been a great shift for them so far as they've started this power play. A good shot from the point. As you keep talking about, they're generating a lot more traffic in front of Sylvia, which is making his life a lot harder. But still searching for that goal. Good win from Insana. Skurba hit a skate.
Again, Travis, it's a face-off win, and now Massapequa has a chance to kind of get set.
Played across, Insana. Shot blocked by Sylvia. Jake Sylvia sends it long. 50 seconds left on Perlman's penalty. Gagliano. Insana there, pops up into the netting out of play. Coach, again, something we've talked about all night long, 50-50 battles, neutral zone, corners, and the most important 50-50 battle of them all, the face-off dot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the two teams that won earlier and the team that is in the lead right now, those are the three teams that have had the most success in the face-off dot.
Yeah, face-offs are huge. People don't realize how important it is, especially at this stage of the game. Playoff time, possession is huge. You're on a power play, you win the draw, you can get set. You lose the draw, you'd probably lose in 20 seconds.
Chasing the puck and having to reset everything. It's a couple bodies to the ground. Mohringer looking to walk out of the corner. His pass gets blocked by Hooter. A second try, stopped up by Sylvia. Puck out of the zone, Sawitz ahead. Offside, go Manhasset.
Tough break there. It's a good block, and then transition, they get a 2-on-1. So puck started hopping a little bit on Sawitz, and his teammate just offsides there.
Again, that aggressiveness for Manhasset on the penalty kill. They see a chance, they will go. They're not going to hesitate. Mohringer walks it into the zone. He'll take a shot that Sylvia slides to his right, grabs with the glove.
5 seconds. Massapequa's going to have to watch the guy coming out of the box. I wouldn't be surprised if they win the draw, they just go high flip, have him race it down coming out of the box. Yeah.
Yeah, you see even the message from the bench coming. 5 seconds left.
Yeah.
Keep your eye on the clock. Massapequa win the draw, and they get a shot that Sylvia has to stop with the stick. But now Manhasset's out. Played outside. Ioannidis looking to go back middle. It was blocked. So Makos is there. Picked up by Ioannidis. He'll open up. Look for a lane. Trying to go to the high slot. Sawitz makes a move. And another. Poke checked away from him. Ioannidis racing over to take the puck. Makos with a shot blocker save from Murphy. Played out front, blocked again. Makos spins, fires, didn't get to the net. Kept in by a pinching Bryce Carty. That one pops through to the middle of the ice. Massapequa's out. Kilkenny poked away by Baltic. Ioannidis, touch pass for Makos, drives wide. He'll curl, back into the corner. Plays it behind for Sawitz. Poke checked away from him. Sent down by Massapequa, right on goal. Sylvia plays it out to Reisdorf.
There's that motor.
Gavin Reisdorf walks it in, takes a shot, and thought about going to chase his own rebound until he saw one of his forwards coming off the bench and thought, let me get back to my post. He said, always moving, that motor. Squires gets the puck out, just couldn't hold on to possession. D'Orlando plays the body. And we get a whistle offside. Nine minutes to go, and Sana went down, nothing coming. Perlman, Murray, Ioannidis, and Sawitz, the goal scorers for Manhasset in this 4-0 game. And there goes Gavin Reisdorf, working hard, one-hands it into the zone. Played off the wall for D'Orlando, stopped by Kim. Adelman driving through the middle, kicks it outside to Craneman. Craneman plays it low. Planiski first to it. Looking to go through the middle, intercepted. Spun on net, Murphy save. Cleared hard off the wall by Skirba. This one's going all the way down, won't be an icing. Alex Malios with plenty of time. Starts the rush. Malios flips that one in, 8 minutes to go. Tried to cycle it, Oguric first to it. Up the boards. Off a stick. Druzis in there trying to play the body. Chiefs put it off the glass and out. Quick up.
It's a good transition.
Right to the far blue. Tumbekis just could not collect the pass. Druzis in hard for checking. A stick lift, and it's taken away. Indians out front. Sylvia trying to shoot while falling. Recovers, stuff play. Murphy denies him. Half the period gone, half it to go. It's 4-0 for Manhasset.
Manhasset forechecks real well, and then once they win that puck, they run a very nice cycle. They get lost. Like a guy will get lost. That's, you know, they had a couple goals where guys in a high slot, he just kind of gets lost on the cycle. You know, they get the defenseman and everybody puck staring, and then they'll find that little space there. It's good movement by them.
They win a face-off. Murray skates a stick. Got blocked. Druzis, again, they win the draw, and they're just all over it. Cycle, forecheck, numbers on the puck at all times. Sylvia for Druzis, give and go. Murray trying to find it in a battle with Skurba. It's 2-on-2 in behind the net. Manhasset got the last touch of it, and Sylvia takes a check from Oguric. Pequa clear. A turnover forced, and now Iovino driving ahead, cut off by Druzis.
Nice move there by the defenseman.
That's the captain, Ren Hooter. He'll stop up. Hooter looking for a lane to pass, trying to find Sylvia just out in front of him. Sylvia knocked away, comes to Mohringer. He'll backhand it out.
Getting to those final 5 minutes here where, you know, Manhasset, of course, is going to try to keep scoring, but they also want to make sure their guys are safe. You know, stay out of the big scrums, stuff after the whistle.
As of right now, they're booked to play on Tuesday. They just got to hold on for the next 6:05, and like you said, don't get yourself into any trouble. Stay out of the unnecessary stuff. Massapequa has absolutely grown and gotten better as this game has gone on.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It's just so difficult when you're facing a goalie of the caliber of Will Sylvia.
Yeah, and he's done a great job, and I think a lot of his confidence comes from the guys that are in front of him. You know, he knows that they're going to be systematically sound, and if they're systematically sound, he's going to see pucks. The more pucks he sees, obviously, the more comfortable he's going to be in there.
1000% up top. Zlatniski trying to open up to shoot. Fanned on it, and Manhasset clear. A good stick lift from D'Orlando. Played ahead for Squires. Rolls middle. Zlatniski takes a check from Bryce Carty. D'Orlando picks, dumps it down. 5:30 to go in regulation. Puck popped up to Skurba. Backhand for Zlatniski. Went long, nobody home. D to D for Reisdorf. Gavin Reisdorf for Perlman. Perlman gets it back. Looking to cut in, taken away by Kilkenny. Manhasset, though, just continuing to drive the feet in the offensive zone. Kim holds it in. A shot on goal. Murphy saves and covers.
Comes with a good forecheck. Forecheck turns to offense. That's what you want from your team.
And again, just keeps going back to the structure and style and culture that Manhasset has built, the complete and total buy-in from everybody top to bottom on the bench to how they're going to play, the system that they're going to play, the style of hockey they're going to play. And we keep saying that there's a very good reason why they went 15-0-1 this season.
Right. And they buy in because they are 15-0 and 1. You know, it's easy to buy in like
when
that
you get results.
When you're winning, you know, you're going to trust the coaches a lot more than when you're 0-15. That's for sure.
Massapequa get it out, but again, another turnover forced in the neutral zone. Big collision. Skirba knocks him down, but a chance goes wide for Ari Sowitz. He tried to maneuver it to his backhand. Big collision there. As NYIHSHL sent Oguric down, and we get a whistle now. Looks like NYIHSHL is being taken to the box. So officials are together right now, having a quick conversation about this. Again, NYIHSHL got escorted to the box. So he gets a misconduct. So again, 10-minute misconduct going to NYIHSHL. Officials just explaining to the Massapequa bench now what the call is. I think Massapequa was thinking there was going to be a 2 attached to that. But just a flat 10-minute misconduct, no minor penalties, so no power play coming here for the Chiefs. 5-on-5 hockey here, 4:11 to go, third period of play.
I'd be interested to get the explanation on that, Travis. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. 10-minute misconduct, no 2-minute attached to it. I don't believe it was like a verbal thing, or so I'm not really sure.
Reisdorf got driven into the wall there. We'll have to see what it gets implemented into our live stats as that might give us a little bit more of an answer. Sometimes those 10-minute misconducts do have attachments to them as to a reason why. That one came off a stick. And it just went into the book as a 10-minute flat misconduct. Nothing attached to the misconduct. No 2-minute minor, no penalty attached to the 10. So, officials' discretion. With 3:20 to go, Zlatniski a big blast and he scores! What a slap shot from the point, and the Chiefs are on the board.
Big shot. That's a big clapper right there.
A lot of muscle behind that one. And again, Chiefs did a good job. Traffic in front of Sylvia. And with a shot like that coming out of the cannon from the blue line, that's not easy to save at all. Chiefs now feel some life, feel some momentum. They're going to call their timeout with 3:18 to go, down by 3. Still looking to pull this one out of the Rabbits' hat, tie things up, send us into overtime. The Chiefs trying to come back here and secure a victory. Manhasset looking to hold on, keep the undefeated season going, and book their ticket into the quarterfinal on Tuesday.
I think that's what, Massapequa was hoping to find that in the second period, especially with those power plays, getting those shots from the point with the traffic. But you saw it right there. That was a heavy shot right there.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, we both had it. From our view here, you could see it.
Yeah.
See him step into that one.
You knew he got a lot behind it.
Yeah.
And once it came off the stick, it was like, whoa, that was a lot of heat behind that one.
That was a quick one.
Yeah. And a good shot right into the top corner. Puck had eyes. And it's 4-1. We're coming out of the timeout. 3:18 to go. Just waiting on Murphy to get back into the blue paint. Chiefs up, banging on the boards. Looking for another. We keep saying it, one shot, one shift at a time. Got to come quickly, though. Just 3:05 left in this game.
Yeah, and then we have the conversation again, Travis. When do they pull the goalkeeper? I think they're looking already, to be honest with you. He's over there looking at the bench. I mean, what do you got to lose? 3 minutes, down 3 goals, get your extra guy out there. You've had success on a power play as far as possession.
Almost forced a turnover there, Gagliano. Played across, Druzas slides it back for Sylvia. A backhander denied by Murphy. It's kept in the zone by the Indians.
Murphy's done a real good job in the second and third periods for his team.
He's made a lot of tough saves, a lot of big saves, and important saves as well. That's held his team in it. Continues to give them a chance to work for the comeback. It's Skurba who will dump it in. 2:12 to go. Manhasset clear. Squires puts it off the boards. It's jumped by NYIHSHL, but he drags it in offside.
Inside 2 minutes. They're going to have to try to get him out. They're going to have to win a face-off. We talked about how important face-offs are. If they could win that face-off, maybe they control, they can get over the red, get in. They could get on their horses, get behind their defenseman, get possession, and get the goalie off.
It's back with Pequa. Again, can they get quickly up the ice, get Murphy off? Takes a deflection. Cardi quick up, though. And now Manhasset with numbers, 3-on-2. Perlman driving wide to the slot for NYIHSHL. No shot. Perlman recovers, and a pad stop by Murphy.
Nice
Another
save
big
again.
save there. Chiefs ice it, 1:32 to go.
The luxury for Manhasset, he's able to roll 3 lines. So, they're not tired. They already went through that stretch when they were down a man for however many minutes in a row. And now they're just running their guys.
That's a huge block right there by Dylan Selvaggi. That's a great point, Coach, is like we continue to talk about the depth, but their ability to roll their lines. They don't have to skip. They don't have to go every other with some lines. They can confidently put 1, 2, 3 out there, 1, 2, 3, and know that they're going to get the job done.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see that. You see that with their balanced scoring attack. You saw it again tonight here.
There's 4 different goal scorers in this game. Final minute for Manhasset. Indians keep it in. Again, the Indians' goals, Perlman, Murray, Ioannidis, and Sawitz. Lone goal for Massapequa belongs to Zlatniski.
I'll tell you that Syosset Manhasset game is going to be one to watch. I'm really looking forward to see how Manhasset can handle the high power of Syosset. Again, that's a team with depth, strong goalkeeping, and they got guys who can put the puck in the net. So they're going to match up well. It's just a question of, who can establish their game quicker.
Yeah, like you said, guys on Syosset like Engel, Gagliano, two guys off the top of my head now
absolutely.
that know how to put the puck in the net. They
100%.
were towards the leading scorers.
Yep.
Again, Syosset finished right behind you guys for a reason.
Yeah, 100%. And again, they have exceptional goalkeeping, and we've seen it tonight what goaltending can do for you, as well as you've seen it over the years how important goalkeeping can be.
Especially when we get into playoffs here, a goalie can steal you games and push you further than you may have anticipated.
Yeah.
I remember in my high school hockey career, we were the 8th seed in the playoffs, and our goalie led us all the way to the championship.
Yeah, that's how we
you get a hot goalie, you never know what can happen.
We ran into it last year.
Like you said earlier, with Marco.
Yeah, Mateo.
Pardon me,
Mateo
yes.
Belize. I mean, he held on, and especially in Game 2 of the finals. He was the difference maker for them, and that's why they had a lot of success.
Manhasset drag it back behind their own net. Time expires, and they are the second Varsity Conference 2 team to book their ticket into the quarterfinal. Last year, we saw the Varsity Conference 1 sweep all 3 games. This year, it's the VC2 who comes out on top, 2-1 in the play-in round. We'll see East Meadow and Manhasset on Tuesday. A big win here for Manhasset. They continue the undefeated season, a 4-1 victory. You got to give Massapequa a ton of credit because, similar to our last game, they never threw in the towel. They never quit. They never gave up. They fought till the very end. It was just Will Sylvia was a brick wall in the net.
Yeah, he was great, and credit to the Chiefs for playing 45 minutes of hockey. Down 4-0, they could have easily kind of packed it in, and they didn't. And that's a lot to be said about Massapequa and the kind of culture that coach has created with them.
They've got a very, very strong squad. They showed that here today in this play-in game, and like we talked about, I think Manhasset and Syosset is going to be a really, really, really exciting game on Tuesday night.
I think so. I mean, this is my first time seeing Manhasset live, and I could watch it on your streams. I could watch it on Live Barn, but until you stand in front of it, you can actually see the speed that they come with. You see the structure, especially this spot that I am right at center ice here. It, gives me a good idea of what they can and can't do. And I really enjoyed it, to be honest with you. I was really impressed.
So the 3 teams that moved on from today in our opening game, it was Valley Stream. Our second game of the night, East Meadow pick up the win. And here in this third one, Manhasset secure the victory, 4-1. Stay with us here. We're just trying to grab a player at this time to get a post-game interview. We were trying to grab Will Sylvia for you, but he was pretty quick off the ice. And looks like we're going to get a dual interview for you guys. For Manhasset here. We'll let them come get set up, and we'll get this going in just a second. Joining us is NYIHSHL and Gavin Reisdorf. Coach?
I just want to say thank you for having me. Thanks for the league for letting me jump on, Long Island Sports Network for letting me be a part of this night. I've had a fantastic time, and honestly, I listen all the time. Trav, you do a fantastic job. Being able to stand next to you and do it with you was a pleasure, and I appreciate you letting me come here, give my little insights, throw my 2 cents in, maybe a little fun fact here, a little fun fact there, share a little of maybe some of my coaching knowledge. So I really appreciate you guys doing that and let me enjoy the evening with you. So thank you very much, guys.
Thank you for coming down. Absolute blast having you down here. And again, your analysis Your knowledge of the game is always so much appreciated. We love what you bring to the broadcast and, of course, the personality as well.
Thank you.
So thank you for coming down, spending your Sunday night with us. I'll see you here on Tuesday night.
I'll see you on Tuesday.
Good luck to you guys as you get your playoff mission started.
That's right.
In the quarterfinals. I know that you guys have one thing on your mind, and that's a little bit of revenge from last year.
Yeah, listen, you said it. You said we're on a mission, and guys heard you say it on the broadcast, so it's been part of the mantra of the team right now. So we're taking some of your words and using it to our advantage.
I can't wait to see you guys play on Tuesday, Coach.
Thank you very much again, Trav. I appreciate it. Thank all the people at Long Island Sports Network for me.
Absolutely. That's Coach Pat Braglia of the Belmore Merrick Bulldogs joining us here for the 3 games tonight. And Coach going to turn the headset over. We'll get our first interview done here with NYIHSHL of Manhasset. So we're going to let Danny throw the headset on first, get set here. Danny, thanks for coming over to do this with me. A big win for your team tonight here over Massapequa. What does it mean to you guys being the second team from the Varsity Conference 2 to book your ticket to the quarterfinals?
It's a big regular season, especially going that undefeated and then coming to Massapequa. We played them last year in the play-in game. We lost in double overtime, but this time we beat them, so we got our revenge.
A little bit of revenge for you guys. You get to come in here, like you mentioned. You continue your undefeated season. You continue your individual success. A couple of points tonight. What do you think of the team's performance from start to finish? I thought you guys had a really solid game.
The first period was very big for us, getting that first 4 goals. Found Perlman in the slot there. Nice bury. A couple other guys buried pucks also. And we just played like a team throughout the rest of the game.
And just to bounce off of that, final question for you, just talk about the culture that you guys have built at the Manhasset program, because it seems like that plays a massive role in the way you guys play and the success that you guys have on the ice.
We're just a huge family. Most of us stayed from last year's team to this year's team. Joining with Port Washington's a huge big for us. We got a couple big guys over there, and we just grown as a family and as a team.
Well, you guys play like you're a family. You guys communicate and act as if you're a family, and I have no doubt that that played a huge role in your win tonight. We'll let you take the headset off, pass it over to Gavin, head over to the room, enjoy the celebration with your teammates.
Thank you.
Thank you, Danny. And we got one more interview for you guys. Gavin Reisdorf gonna pop the headset on, and we'll get to talk to Gavin for a moment here. Now, I won't lie, guys. This one's kind of cool for me because I've known Gavin since he was about 8 years old. So seeing him as a senior showing out, Gavin, another good game for you. We talked about it up here a little bit. You're like the Energizer Bunny, man. You're always going. You're always moving. Just talk about your style of play and, what makes you most effective out there.
I learned from watching my brother for all those years. He's 5 years older than me. I watched him play when he was on edge till he went to the Royals. And then, I just keep working, trying to get after the puck, keep moving, and
So same question I asked to Danny. What does it mean to you being the second team? Obviously, East Meadow booked their ticket earlier. Now you guys from the Varsity Conference 2 continue your undefeated season. You get your revenge win against Massapequa here, and now you'll be playing Tuesday night in the quarterfinal against NYIHSHL. Just talk about the win and what you're looking most forward to for Tuesday.
Yeah, it was a great win. Everybody worked hard. Just looking forward to keep it rolling on Tuesday. And, everybody just got to keep working.
And I'm getting a lot of messages here. You might have the flow of the league. I don't know. We're going to have to probably get some comments on YouTube, Instagram. Let's see. People, I'm sure, are already writing it in. This guy's got the best flow in the NYIHSHL. Gavin, last one for you. I'm sure you guys got one mission. You want to be the first VC2 team to win a championship. What's it going to take?
Just everybody working, keep playing the same way we've been playing, keep the undefeated season, and everyone's got to keep working, playing their roles, and just a lot of special moments by our players.
Awesome. Gavin, thanks for coming over and doing the interview, man.
Thank you.
Head on over with Danny. Enjoy this win. We'll see you on Tuesday night for the quarterfinals.
Thank you.
Travis Quigley here saying have a great rest of your night, everybody. On behalf of Anthony Papasadero, Sam Musnick, Rowan Loddick, and Coach Pat Braglia, I'm Travis Quigley. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you on Tuesday right here on the LI Sports Network.